How different or similar is the Sam spot compared to what you did in the previous system?
Well, it's a 4-3, so the Sam's responsibility is to pretty much just force everything, make sure everything stays inside of him. Don't let anything get outside of him.
How do you feel like you've adjusted?
Pretty well. It's a lot simpler. You know, just got to make sure nothing gets outside of me. It's not too hard. You know, just keep it simple.
And when you guys go to sub, is when you're on the end, is that pretty much the same as what you did before?
Yeah, set the edge, get to the quarterback.
A lot of the defenders that we've talked to have said the same thing, that the scheme is simpler and that they could play faster and more instinctually. Would you agree with that?
I agree. That's correct.
You've been around here long enough to have some perspective. What's different about this camp? How would you characterize this camp compared to others?
Oh, man. The coaches have been great. You know, the coaching staff is great. I feel like Coach Solid, defensive coordinator, he's kept everything simple for us. We installed maybe about 10 defenses, and that's it. And that's what we're going to be running throughout the season. So, keeping it simple. We got a lot of new guys on the team, so that's definitely helping out. You can see that the momentum in practice is a little bit amped up compared to last year. Guys are excited about this year, and that we're just working hard to be as good as we can be.
And given the way the team has drafted the last couple of years, would you expect the defense really to be kind of the strength of this team?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reuben Foster, he's done an amazing job since he's been here, bringing in that, coming in and plugging in at middle linebacker. He's done a great job for us. Solomon Thomas, he's working his way in, and I think we'll be a good defense. DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, Aaron Lynch, Eli Harrell. Got a lot of young talent out here.
You say 10 defenses. Is that on the lighter end of your career? Like, what's been the heavier end?
What do you mean? As far as defensive coordinator?
10 defenses that they're using. How many?
As far as the play calling,
yeah,
it's not a lot of different play calling.
So in other systems, what's been the high end? You see what I'm saying?
Oh man, probably about 25, 30 different calls.
So this makes it a lot simpler.
Yeah.
You think that's good for a younger group?
Probably so.
How does, in your short time doing this, how's Kyle Juszczyk? How does he challenge the defense?
Who?
Kyle Juszczyk.
Oh man, yeah. I have this conversation with Tank every single day because he's relying on me to set the edge, and as long as everybody else on the defense. And what Kyle does so well at the fullback position is that, and also Kyle Shanahan's offense. What they like to do is they like to widen out the edge guys. So when they do want to run the ball outside, his angle is so wide to block me. Even in past situations, his angle is the same way. Sometimes I think that he's going to block me and he's going out for a pass. Sometimes I'm thinking that he's going to go out for a pass and he's blocking me. So he's so good at redirecting on his track and on his angle to where it's kind of confusing me, but it's making me better as a player. So I don't know if you kind of understand that, but I'm trying to explain it the best way as possible.
Formation today. Once he went out and go out, I think against Aaron Lynch, and then the other time he went out and he got the first contact. So
Right on. Right on.
You were talking about lining up next to Tank. So, does this defense in that position fit Tank better than kind of where he's gone the last few years?
I think so. And he's embraced it, and hopefully he dominates out there. That's what we're looking for him to do.
They asked a bunch of people to lose weight. Did they ask you to lose weight?
Yeah, I'm always around the 270, 275 range, so they pretty much gave me leeway to kind of stay the same as long as I come in to training camp.
You think it's a good idea to make the team lighter? You think this team needed to get lighter?
Yeah. The lighter the better, man. The lighter you are, the more the faster you can play, and the more longer you can play out there.
Can Can you tell it's a more explosive team?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can tell in practice?
Yeah, yeah.
What signs can you tell?
I mean, just from a pass rush standpoint, I think Lynch is he's looking good right now. I think, and everybody else on the defensive line, man, we look good out there.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Elvis Dumerville's been playing, a long time, just like you have. Obviously, you knew about him, but what have you learned about him since he got here?
Oh man, for him to be 5'11" and for him to be able to get to the quarterback the way that he does, man, is impressive. He's always talking about, oh man, you're a creative player, like from Madden. Like he always, like he'll look at me and he's amazed from like my size and my speed and stuff like that. He's like, oh man, God has made it a creative player. And I'm thinking the same thing about him. Like, man, you're 5'11". You know what I'm saying? You get into the quarterback. You picking up Trent, in practice. And I'm like, man, that's amazing for somebody to be so short like you and being able to get to the quarterback. So, I mean, he's coming in and he's going to give us that pass rush that we're looking for. And he's going to compete and he's going to make us all better.
He does seem-
Couple more guys.
He does seem extremely competitive. I mean, very much still has an edge to him. Elvis, does he have a certain energy or toughness about him?
Nah, I just think that he's trying to bring that mentality from a pass rusher standpoint. And when you're a pass rusher, man, you gotta be dominant. You gotta run through somebody. You can't always look to be finesse. You actually have to use your hands. You got to run through somebody to get to the quarterback. And he's just trying to bring that mentality here.
How have your off-season workouts changed throughout your career?
Well, this year, man, a lot more intense, man. It was harder this year for me, man. Just a lot, what Ray Wright has, had us do on a weekly basis, man, was just tough. And I got through it. Made me a better person. Better athlete, better